They might just be pixels on a screen, faces lost in a sea of online aliases. But the FBI's most wanted hackers could be lurking anywhere, their eyes scanning for vulnerabilities, their fingers poised to exploit them. Could you be their next target? This is not just a story of high-tech crimes. It's a chilling reminder of our digital vulnerability. Learn their faces, understand their tactics, and take control of your online safety before they turn their sights on you. From disrupting global energy sectors to massive financial crimes involving billions in Bitcoin, this is the list of FBI's 7 most wanted hackers. Number 7. Mujtaba Raza. Mujtaba Raza, also known by names like Mujtaba Ali Raza, Mujtaba Ali Liliani, and Mujtaba Ali, is a Pakistani citizen who's wanted on some pretty hefty charges. We're talking about conspiracy to make and pass around fake documents, using fake passports, and even aggravated identity theft. He's believed to be the mastermind behind a shady business in Karachi, Pakistan, where he's probably still hanging out. This business, called Second Eye Solution, or Forwarders, has been up to no good since around 2011. They've been busy creating digital fakes of all sorts of ID documents, think passports, driving licenses, bank statements, you name it, from more than 200 countries. The idea was to sell these fakes for people to use in verifying online accounts. This scheme lets Second Eye's customers trick a bunch of companies, like those handling payments, online shopping sites, and even social media platforms. Now, here's where it gets more intense. On January 28, 2020, the US court in Newark, New Jersey, put out a federal arrest warrant for Mujtaba Raza. The charges are serious: conspiracy to produce and transfer false documents, transferring false documents, false use of passports, and aggravated identity theft. Number 6. Pavel Alexandrovich Akulov. Pavel Alexandrovich Akulov, a Russian Federal Security Service FSB officer, is one of 4 Russians the US has charged with engaging in sophisticated cyber intrusions targeting the global energy sector. His list of alleged offenses is extensive, including conspiracy to commit computer and wire fraud, actual wire fraud, unauthorized access to computer systems, aggravated identity theft, and aiding in these illegal activities. Working within the FSB's Center 16, specifically in a group known as Military Unit 71330, Akulov has been a key player. This group, identified by cybersecurity experts as Dragonfly, Energetic Bear, and Crouching Yeti, is notorious. They've infiltrated over 380 energy companies in 135 countries, impacting a wide range of targets from oil and gas firms to nuclear power plants, renewable energy providers, and even high-tech engineering groups. The goal of these intrusions? To provide the Russian government with the means to disrupt and damage critical energy infrastructures. This level of cyber espionage and sabotage is not just about stealing data, it's about potential real-world chaos. The US Department of State's Rewards for Justice (RFJ) program is offering a reward of up to $10 million for information leading to the identification or location of Akulov. Number 5. Emilio José Corredor López. Emilio José Corredor López, a Venezuelan national, is currently on the FBI's radar as a fugitive, particularly under the watch of their Houston field office. He's known for some serious ATM hacking. We're talking about getting into the machines, planting malware, and walking away with cash. But that's not all. He's got a few other charges lined up against him. Even though he was out on bond, he broke the rules set for his pre-trial release, and now he's on the run. You might spot him by his distinctive tattoos. He's got a bird on his left forearm and children's faces on his left shoulder. As for his looks, he's a tall guy, about 6 feet and 5 inches and pretty heavy set, at 329 pounds. He has black hair and eyes that are either green or blue. Oh, and he's used a bunch of different names like Emilio Corredor, Emilio Lopez, and a few variations of his full name. The charges he's facing are pretty serious. Aside from the ATM hacks, He's been indicted for bank robbery, aiding and abetting, computer-related fraud, and even attempted fraud. It's a long list, and the fact that he skipped out on his pre-trial conditions just adds to the trouble he's in. So, if you come across him, just remember, this guy is wanted for some pretty serious stuff. Number 4. Ugo Caesar Anele. Ugo Caesar Anele, a Nigerian citizen, is currently a wanted man for not turning himself in to serve his prison sentence. He got a 36-month sentence after pleading guilty to running an unlicensed money transmitting business. The word is that he's probably in Lagos, Nigeria now, after fleeing there. Now, romance scams are a big deal these days, especially targeting older people looking for companionship. Scammers build trust, show care, and then, when the time's right, they strike and drain their victims' savings. In a similar case, another Nigerian guy was recently sentenced to 88 months for running multiple romance scams through 25 bank accounts, racking up a staggering $3.4 million. As for Ugo Caesar, the FBI's special agent mentioned that he was supposed to serve 3 years in jail and pay back $1 million to his victims. But he skipped the country instead. They believe he's hiding out in Nigeria, using a fake name to stay under the radar. Number 3. Mansour Ahmadi. In number 3 we have Mansour Ahmadi, an Iranian cyber hacker who has caught the attention of the US government in a big way. Together with Ahmad Khatibi Agda and Amir Hossein Nikayin Ravari, he's been involved in a major hacking operation that hit numerous computers in the US and elsewhere. On September 14, 2022, the US Department of the Treasury really took notice and designated him as a specially designated national SDN. This is serious because it links him to cybercrimes connected with the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, an arm of the Iranian government. Born on July 7, 1988 in Tehran province, Iran, Ahmadi now lives in Iran. He's not just any hacker. He's been the managing director of an Iran-based cyber company called Naji Technology Houshmand Fatah LLC, Naji, since at least 2018. From October 2020 to August 2022, Ahmadi, Khatibi and Ravari were pretty busy hacking into select networks. Once they got in, they didn't just look around. They took data, messed up the computer systems, and even demanded ransoms from their victims. Their targets weren't random either. They went after small businesses, government agencies, non-profits, schools, and religious groups. And here's a kicker. The US is offering a whopping $10 million for information that leads to Mansour Ahmadi or his 2 associates, Ahmad Khatibi Agda and Amir Hossein Nikayin Ravari. That's how serious they are about catching these guys. Number 2. Mikhail Pavlovich Matveev. Mikhail Pavlovich Matveev, a Russian national known by several aliases like Wazawaka, Boris Kelsin, M1X, and Uhodiran Somwar, is in the crosshairs of law enforcement agencies for cyber attacks against both US institutions and other global targets. Among his notable alleged targets are a New Jersey Police Department and the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Matveev, who frequently travels between Kaliningrad and St. Petersburg, is easily recognizable by a distinctive full-sleeve tattoo on his right arm, featuring celestial imagery like moons and meteors. Despite being one of the most sought-after cybercriminals globally, with the FBI offering a staggering $10 million reward for information leading to his arrest, Matveev appears unfazed by his notoriety. In a bold statement to TechCrunch, Matveev shrugged off the impact of being labeled a cybercriminal, saying, "We are Russian people. We are not afraid of the American government." He even claimed that the sanctions have somehow improved his life, ensuring that Russia won't extradite him. As a precaution against international capture, he's stopped traveling abroad, his last trip being to Thailand in 2014, where he sampled scorpion cuisine, which he found delicious. Matveev's primary accusation by US authorities involves participation in a global ransomware campaign identified as an active affiliate of ransomware groups like Hive, Lockbit, and Babook. These groups have launched serious attacks against various targets, including hospitals and government bodies in the US and beyond. The FBI specifically alleges that Matveev played a role in infecting the Metropolitan Police Department's systems with ransomware. However, Matveev tells a different tale. He contends that he merely rented their software for my own purposes, distancing himself from being a proponent of ransomware. Despite his indictment and sanctions, he continues to interact with ransomware suspects, sharing memes. Matveev asserts that his use of ransomware was for controlled, real-world testing, but he has since lost interest in it. His stance and actions make him a notable figure in the realm of international cybercrime and the ongoing efforts to combat it. The US Department of State is also offering a massive $10 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Russian cybercriminal Mikhail Pavlovich Matveev. This bold move, part of the transnational organized crime rewards program, marks a significant crackdown on global cybercrime. Matveev, linked to devastating ransomware attacks, is now at the center of an international manhunt. Number 1. Minh Quoc Nguyen. Finally, Minh Quoc Nguyen is our number 1. He is a Vietnamese cyber criminal who has grabbed the FBI's attention for some serious financial crimes. Born in Quang Binh Province, Vietnam, in 1973, he's not just any hacker. He's a well-educated one, with a PhD in electrical engineering from a Taiwanese university in 2016. His expertise? Cryptographic engineering and cyber reconnaissance, skills that he's now accused of using for illicit activities. He's got a list of aliases as long as your arm, including Minh Nguyen Quoc, Quoc Minh Nguyen, James Smith, and David Min. And what he's done with these identities is pretty alarming. The FBI alleges that he played a key role in identity theft and money laundering, particularly in connection with the chip mixer service. This isn't a small change we're talking about. He's accused of laundering a massive $3 billion in Bitcoin. The US Department of Justice is on the same page, confirming these charges and highlighting how he's skirted financial regulations. Minh Quoc Nguyen even had the audacity to tell Bitcoin forum users, "Money laundering is a crime made up by governments that spy on their citizens." This case has not only made waves in Vietnam's media, but also caught the attention of Europol. Recently, they announced a major crackdown on Chipmixer, seizing over 40 million euros in cryptocurrency. The FBI has not publicly disclosed a specific reward amount for information leading to the arrest of Minh Quoc Nguyen. However, they encourage anyone with information concerning him to contact their local FBI office or the nearest American embassy or consulate. Where do you think the next big cyber threat might come from? If you liked this video and want to watch something similar, just click on the exciting video right there on your screen. And if you found this rundown intriguing, be sure to subscribe for more insights into the world of crime.